Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my video blog post for March, The Author's Pen. My name is Cesar Rondina, and thank you for being with me this evening. First of all, I would like to thank everyone for the numerous emails I received with regards to last week's written post, Watched and Tested. That topic is kind of an interesting topic for me and a little bit of a pet peeve. So I kind of took a week and wrote something that I really wanted to talk about. But tonight's topic is, who am I? Better question is, who are you? Received a few emails this week, and I found it very intriguing, and I thought it would be interesting to talk about this particular topic this month because with all the things going on in the world today, I get emails from time to time, and I have gotten some this week, as I stated, people saying, with everything that's going on in the world, I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't know what I believe in. I don't know what to think. I don't know what's right from wrong anymore. And I don't really necessarily believe that to be the truth about people. I think we all know who we are. I'm someone who happens to love ice water. But I think we all know who we are. I think who we are is tested from time to time by all the things we hear on the various news networks and all the different things that are going on in the world because people express themselves much more verbally today than they did decades ago. So it makes us question ourselves and our beliefs and what we believe in. But I think deep down inside, we all know who we are. I know who I am. I know what I've gotten to be today as an individual, as a person, the way I think. And I always say in my new kind of slogan at the end of all my blog posts and things are, live with an open mind, live with an open heart, and live your best life. Because regardless of who you are, if you don't have an open mind, and if you don't have an open heart, you're not going to be able to live your best life. You're not going to really know who you are, and you're not going to be able to respect who other people are. And respect is the one thing I think we could all agree that's tremendously lacking in the world today. So let's start by a little self-confession. Who am I? Who am I? I'm an everyday guy. Just like most of you people watching, ladies and gentlemen that are watching tonight, or who may watch this in the future. The only difference probably between me and other people is I've just experienced a vast number of things in my life because of owning my own business, learning how to deal with people, customers, the general public, and then going on to be a career firefighter and a paramedic. And, I've seen things in my life that no one should ever see. And I hope to God that many of you never do. But there are people that are going to have to see it, have to do it, and have to experience it. And all of these things have formed me into the person that I am today. And some people may call it knowledgeable. Other people may call it wisdom. I just call it's who I am. And I tell it the way it is, and I don't worry about who's going to like it and who's not going to like it. And that's pretty much it. I tell people I meet all the time. At the end of the day, after spending time with me, you're either going to like me or you're not going to like me. I prefer people to like me, but it's not going to destroy my life if they don't, because I'm comfortable about who I am. So I ask you, who are you? Are you comfortable with who you are? Now, how do we attain that? How do we achieve that goal of being comfortable about who and what we are? Well, we do it by first accepting our faults, because none of us are perfect and every one of us has faults. God knows I do. And we have to accept them, and we have to constantly try and improve on them. And, one of my best-selling books was Employees and Management Relations. And it's an ongoing course that's been an online course now for going on 20 years. And the reason why I think that was a bestseller, and the reason why I think it's still purchased and it's still viewed, is because it's upfront. It just tells it the way it is. There's no sugarcoating. These are the facts of life, and you can either choose to accept them or not accept them. People like to be treated in a specific way, and nothing you do is going to change that. So you either adapt to it and become successful, or don't adapt to it and fall by the wayside. Well, that speaks to who you are and what you do for yourself. All right? Every single one of you watching and listening tonight have a set of values, have a set of morals, a set of beliefs. If you don't, I don't know, maybe you were hatched out of an egg and not given birth out of a person. And let's be specific, out of a woman, because I don't care what anybody says today, men cannot deliver a baby out of their own body. It just isn't going to happen. Physically not possible. Call it whatever you want in the woke culture. It just is not possible. So, over your years of living, you've experienced various things. You've learned different things, either through association, through teaching, through observing, or through life's experiences. So you have a set of beliefs, a certain values, certain morals. The trick is you have to be true to them. And you have to stand fast by them. You know, that ongoing church service that's been going on now for 2 or 3 weeks straight in a row. I don't remember specifically all the details, but it's a lot of young people at a college. And that's very impressive, and that impresses me a lot, because religion, regardless of what your beliefs may be, over the years has kind of gone by the wayside a little bit, has taken a decline. And I think it's very, very important, and I'm very happy to see that a lot of our younger people today are taking an interest in religion. It's not important what religious belief they are choosing to follow. The fact is they believe in a higher power, a faith, whether it's in God, whether it's in humanity, whether it's in themselves. They have a belief and they're being true to it. And that's who you need to be. That's who you should be. And if you are these things, that'll make you who you are. If you are not these things, and you don't stand true to your beliefs, to your morals, your values, and you constantly veer from them or question them, then you're going to be lost in a state of limbo. You're not going to be able to identify with yourself. You're not going to be able to identify who and what you are. So because of that, I'm very, very confident about myself, and I'm very, very confident about who I am. I know exactly who and what I am. And I don't veer from that. No one could steer me away from it. But I don't close my mind to other people's beliefs and who they are. Because in order to be successful in life, you have to respect that. As a writer, you have to be very careful about how you write and how you say things nowadays. It's a whole completely different world. Look at what comedians are going through. My God, comedians used to joke about almost anything. Look at Andrew Dice Clay. Jesus, if he was ever on stage nowadays, I'd be afraid someone would try to take his life because they take things too personal. It's comedy, for God's sakes. It's supposed to make you laugh. If we can't laugh at ourselves, who the hell can we laugh at? And let's not kid ourselves. We all do stupid things. I laugh at myself all the time. I think I'm hysterical. Okay? So, bottom line is, you got to be able to look at yourself. You have to be confident about who you are. You have to know who and what you are. And I'm going to repeat it again, and I'll probably repeat it 1 or 2 more times before this series is over, is stand fast to your beliefs. Stand true to your beliefs. Practice what you believe and live by what you believe. Because that's the take-home message of the video blog post for tonight. That's how you're going to know who you are and what you are. And not let people tell you what you should be based on what they are. You have to be who you are based on what you are and what you believe. So stick to that. Don't let anybody take you away from it. You know, I could sit here and tell you with hundreds of horror stories of things that I've seen in my career as a paramedic and a firefighter. Just like many police officers can, just as many military men and women who have served overseas or who have served in combat can. But believe it or not, those people are far and few between, because the average person goes to work every single day, and if nothing other than the norm happens at work, that's really all they know. But there's another world out there that things do happen, and things that people have to deal with. And if they're not confident about who and what they are, it's going to shake that, which is why the suicide rate is so much higher for first responders, police officers, firefighters. The divorce rate is very high because they're very demanding jobs. Okay, so, you know, we have to be, again, and I'm going to repeat it, I'm sorry, but that's the take-home message. We have to be confident and know who and what we are and stand by those beliefs. And that's what I am suggesting that you do. Because with all the things we hear in the network news, with all the different cultures that are out there, with all the different beliefs between the woke culture, between conflicts in the way you were raised, religious beliefs, oh my God, just look at what's happening in the world today. You're not just devastating and destroying buildings. You're killing people. You're killing women. You're killing children. You're killing men. Okay, I just saw a report on the news that Russia has lost over 200,000 soldiers. That's more losses than the Afghanistan war combined. What a shame. What a waste of losing human lives over a piece of geographical area. All right? But with all these things, it's going to shake. It's going to shake every single one of us. All right? All we hear is we're on the brink of a nuclear war with China or Russia or whatever. My God, who wouldn't be scared to death? Who wouldn't be concerned? But you have to be strong in who you are and what you believe. And when you do that, and election times come along, or whatever decisions you have to make, you can make those decisions based in those choices based on who and what you are. I hope this helped you a little bit. If you are that individual or a set of individuals that are kind of questioning that, because the world is very difficult today, and the world is raising a lot of questions when it comes to pro-choice, right to life, and so on and so forth. I mean, my God, the issues are endless, absolutely endless. But just remember the three things that I end every one of my blog posts with and my video blog posts with. Live with an open heart, live with an open mind, and live your best life. And through all of this, do not forget the take-home message for tonight. And that is, know who you are, live by your values, and stand by them. With that, I wish you all a good evening. God bless, and God bless America. Thank you.